Here are some dip tips that will instantly improve your performance. The first one is how you move your head. I know it sounds weird, but hear me out. Your body follows where the head goes. So while descending, you can slightly look downwards. And while coming back up, you can slowly bring your head back up into the neutral position or slightly higher. Don't look all the way down or all the way up, otherwise you'll lose your stability. This trick is mainly applicable for weighted dips, especially if you're doing them heavy for lower reps. This trick works really well in classic street lifting dips, where when people go down, they hunch over slightly. So looking slightly downward can help with that. And when they come up, they bring their spine back into a neutral position. So bringing your head back up along with it will also help. Doing this will just make it feel easier to move the weight. Another big mistake is over protraction or over retraction. In over protraction, your shoulders will grind against each other while going up and down in the rep, and this can also cause collarbone pain. And in over retraction, your chest is stretched out way too much, and this can cause sternum pain and even worse, costochondritis, especially if you're doing it with heavy weights. So the most safe and efficient way to dip is to first get into a neutral spine position, then depress your scapula. You should feel the tension in your chest, and then after that, you slightly protract. Then as you go down, you hunch over your body slightly. You can think of it as kind of a crunch. And then as you're coming back up, bring your spine into a neutral position again, and also make sure you have the scapular depression and slight protraction. The first tip will actually help with this. This technique definitely has a learning curve to it, so don't just jump into it immediately with heavy weights. Master it with light weights first. You won't have to build more strength for this technique, you just have to get used to it and build the neurological adaptation for it. Another important thing is wrist position. Make sure your wrists are not cracked back or bent forward like this. They should be roughly neutral. Your wrist should be almost aligned with your forearms. This will allow you to produce more force. Use chalk as well. This will definitely help because the better grip you have, the more force you'll be able to produce, especially if you have sweaty palms. The next tip is a controlled descent on the first rep. If you dive bomb the first rep while using heavy weights, like below 6 reps, then you increase the risk of injury, because when you go down that fast, you have the risk of going too deep and getting stuck there, and you might also put your shoulders in an unstable position, which is dangerous. So when using heavy weights or while testing your 1 rep max, the descent should be controlled on the first rep. Then when you find your groove as you're going down, you can explode back up and you can do the rest of the reps at regular speed. Speaking of finding a rhythm, if you're doing really high reps, you can still go down in a controlled manner for the first rep, which will help you find your groove for the rest of the set. Now that we've learned about ways to improve our dips, watch this video right here to improve your pull-ups instantly. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Subscribe if you found value, like the video as well. See ya.